Let me guess what your team color is.
Yes.
Good progress. All right, Deliveru, are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Roll over. All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Hi, I'm Zach Bello. Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Way to go.
Hi, I'm Zach Bello.
I'm Chris Rader.
I'm Stephen Hammond.
And I'm William Jeffbrook.
And we are Deliveru. Chris and I each have siblings that go to the universities of Iowa and Missouri. Chris always finds himself coming home to a house where his sister and his parents are complaining on the phone. Emma, Chris's sister, is complaining because she doesn't have the time, money, or resources to get grocery-like food in college. But the thing is, none of these students do. But the problem relates to more than just the students. The problem relates to their parents as well. The parents often find themselves overspending on care packages that can range from $30 to $60 without the food even in them. And we all know the food's not going to be as fresh 2 or 3 days later. So we have come up with a website-run solution that's going to allow the parent and the student of the university to share an account and order food from the local grocery store through our website. We add the personal touch to enhance value and ensure that our customers are happy.
The market we're entering is huge. The TAM is 21 million college students throughout the nation, and our SAM is 66,282 students at the universities of Missouri and Iowa. We chose these universities because Zach and Chris both have siblings at these universities, and we've done multiple interviews of the college students at these universities and their parents, and we've gotten a surplus of positive feedback. Our top competitors are Peapod and HelloFresh. They're both companies that are grocery delivery services. However, they don't deliver to college students, just residents alone. Why Deliveru? We're having a shared account feature where the parent and the student would have a shared account and through our interviews, the parents and the students and both have said that they really value this feature and be really convenient. For the parent, they don't have to go get a box, buy the groceries, spend all this extra time and hassle to send a care package in the mail to their students. And the students don't have to go get the groceries or pay for the groceries themselves. The parents can pay themselves. We're the only grocery delivery service that would 100% put our time and effort to college students, unlike Peapod and HelloFresh. They only do it to residents. And convenient. Deliveru is all about being convenient. Our website, our shared feature, it's all about being convenient. For the parents, convenient because they don't have to get the groceries, buy the groceries, and send it to the kids, spend all this extra money and time. And the students don't have to go to the store during college, take time out of their day during college, and get groceries, and spend all this time, extra money, and hassle just getting groceries.
So from year 1 to year 2, we're planning on having a 75% increase in customers. That 75% increase will go on top of the customers we will have already acquired over our MVP process. Now, from year 1 to year 2, we're not planning on adding on any more colleges than the 2 we are already going to start at. But instead, we're going to focus on finding our target market, our real true target market, and the ones that will stay loyal to us and will buy from our service again. Now, from year 2 and on, we're planning on adding at least 20 more colleges to the 2 we already have. So how are we generating our revenue? In order to use our service, our customers are going to have to pay a $14.99 fee. Now that $14.99 fee is a necessity in order to use our service. From our interviews with the college students' parents, and since they're already paying the $30 to $60 for these care packages, when we brought up the price $14.99, they instantly hit it and said that that $14.99 was definitely a reasonable price per month. Another price that will go on top of that $14.99 will be a $10 delivery fee. 6 of those dollars will be going directly to the driver. And why we chose $6 is because with more than 1 or 2 deliveries per week or per hour, this $6 will add up and be and exceed the minimum wage. And we feel if our drivers and employees have a pay that exceeds minimum wage, they will take their job seriously, and it will be more, it will be faster for the deliveries. Also, the other $4 will be going directly to us. Now, by the end of year 5, our goal is to have a total revenue of $1.1 or $1.2 million. So our costs. We don't have too many cost of goods sold. One, for example, would be the office supplies needed to run our business. Another one would be the reusable grocery bags in order to get the groceries from the grocery stores to where our customers are living safely. For SG&A, we have a bot. That's where most of our expenses are. There will be a large fee with a website maintenance, and there will also be fees for our for advertising at the 2 colleges. And last, there will be liability fees. So for instance, if one of our drivers were to get an accident and decide to sue us, these liabilities should be able to cover them.
I'll be talking about our MVP for our service. First off, we'll be doing an explainer video, and this explainer video will be a short minute to minute and a half video. We'll explain the problem, thus our solution, and our unique value proposition. And basically, this video will just explain to all of our future customers what Deliveru is and what it's about. And then also, we'll be doing a landing page. And on this landing page, we'll have our explainer video in the top right-hand corner, along with our Deliveru in the top left, our motto, click, order, eat, repeat, and a couple other things about our company. And at the bottom, there'll be a big button that says sign up. And this sign up button will take you to a new page. And at this new page, you can either enter in your email to receive feedback from us, or you can enter any feedback that you want to give us about our company. Key metric goals. First off, we want to be looking at the number of the visits to our landing page. And this is important because when people go to our landing page and they look at it, we know that they're a possible customer. And we want to get about 1,500 visits to this landing page by the time we get to May. Next, number of clicks on the sign up button. When they click on this sign up button, we really know that they're interested in our company. So if we look at the number of clicks on that, we'll notice if they're really interested. So we want about 750 people to click on that sign up button. And then this is the most important one, number of emails received. We want to track how many people enter in their email so they can receive updates from our company. And that's really important because then we really know that they want to use our service like right now. And then the last 3, number of views on video, number of followers on Twitter, and number of Facebook likes. Those aren't as important, but we want to get a solid amount of views on our video so people know what we are, and also a good amount of followers on Twitter and Facebook links. Strategies. First off, we'll be using social media to get people towards our landing page and explainer video. And for the college students of the customer segments, we'll be going on Twitter. Because through a lot of our interviews, we were interviewing the students. They said that they'd love to see us on Twitter because they could get like instant updates about our company because they really hadn't heard of us yet. And then for parents, we'll be using Facebook because I know my mom, she loves Facebook. And a lot of the people we interviewed that were parents are also on Facebook. So if we target the parents, it'll be on Facebook, and that can push them towards our landing page and our explainer video. Next, email blasts. Like I said before, a lot of these parents that we interviewed were friends of either my parents, Zach's parents, or Steven's parents, and so on. So we want to try and get as many emails from our parents, and we can send out emails to these people so we can also push them towards our landing page and explainer video. Next, word of mouth. Like we said before, we got a lot of positive feedback from the students at Iowa and Missouri just because we have siblings there. So this is primarily for our siblings. We're going to try and get them to spread the word of Deliveru around campus, and they'll be also doing this through the flyers. And so we'll give them these flyers, they'll post them around, give them to as many people as possible, and that's what we're using the flyers for. And we wanted to show you how easy this Deliveru would be. So he's going to be our delivery man with his Deliveru shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Very good.
You knew it would be the end of the day, right?
This is good shtick. Extra bonus for the shtick. Extra bonus for the shtick.
Thank you.
Deliveru is asking you, the investors, for $630. $500 for the making and props of our video, $80 for our landing page, and $50 for our flyers. We would like to thank you guys for listening to our idea, and if you have any questions or comments, that'd be great. And remember, click, order, eat, repeat.
All right.
Why do you need 500 for a video? Just curious as to why that seems high for a minute and a half.
For the video, we wanted the money for just the props, and we decided we want to put, we all want to get shirts, and we want to put our logo or the mascot on our bags and stuff like that. And even if $500 isn't all we use, we'd like to have it just in case, just so we can be ready for you guys by the time you want to see our video.
Would you spend $500 of your own money for that?
I think I would, yeah.
We may give you that opportunity,
Done, deal.
I'd be surprised if this group would support that. It's just not strong enough, you know?
Okay.
You don't want to throw in a cushion. You want to have detail to it. I thought you guys did a good job. I have questions, and I have sibling as a strategy. Isn't it a great strategy to rely on your siblings? I know they love you, but they got to go to school. I'd feel better if you were doing more of that legwork.
Yeah, we've thought of
your sisters. It didn't come across in your presentation to me.
Yeah, we've thought of going down there ourselves, and we're kind of looking for a weekend coming up. But me and Chris each play baseball, so it's tough to find a weekend where we could both go down there.
So you can use them as a channel, right? They're
Yeah.
gonna put the word out.
Because we've already
I'm
had.
a little confused on the MVP. I think there's an opportunity for a concierge MVP here. So I get the idea of how you're going to promote it, word of mouth, Facebook, you go to the landing page. But I would feel better if the landing page said, sign up for a free trial. And maybe it's not even a free trial, maybe it's a charged trial, but sign up, experience this, and then you'd have to hire people that would actually have to go out and shop and deliver.
Yeah.
And maybe that's through your are they your sisters? Both or brothers?
I have a brother and a sister.
Your brother and sister. I don't know if they could hire actually people that could go out and buy the groceries and deliver them, and maybe you have to pay them a lot of money to do that, but it's a concierge product. It's not scalable. You just are trying to test out the user experience and see if you can get some traction with that.
Is the idea, just so I can get it clear, the idea would, you don't have any inventory, right? But are you partnering with specific retailers?
Well, that's what we're planning on doing. We're planning with working with the independent grocery stores around the area. And we're in contact with Heinen's because we wanted to just get their opinion on what they thought of us, but they haven't gotten back to us yet. We've called them the past 3 days.
You need one grocer and you need Target. That's it.
Actually, even if you don't have a partner, if we just borrow from Zell's.
You just need Target.
Yeah.
And you really think the only thing you need is just a sheet that you fill out of essentials. What would you like? Boom, boom, boom. Tell me anything else you want. And then someone just goes down and buys everything.
Right. It doesn't matter.
And charges them, and But I think you got to get that user experience out there, because the MVP is only gathering interest. That's I guess somewhat interesting, and it could stop there. But I'd like, instead of saying give us your email if you're interested in learning more, or maybe you say let us call you and schedule a visit, something that if that's doable with your siblings. It's clearly not doable if you don't have feet on the streets, and then you should pick a university that you can connect to, like Northwestern, where you can go there.
That's where I'm going.
Right.
I like the sibling idea,
Yeah.
but it's clunkiness with your baseball. There's going to be people at Northwestern, North Park, if you went to North Park University, is small, or DePaul. you gotta have somebody that's a family or friend or someone who will help you get it started, because you're gonna lose a lot waiting for that one weekend that you go, and
Right.
complications of your life, you're so many hours away.
What year are you guys, juniors, sophomores?
We're juniors.
Juniors,
Sophomores.
okay, so you've got to know, hopefully freshmen, college freshmen who are Barrington alumni. I would
Much better.
follow up on the suggestion of go to the nearby universities like a Northwestern, DePaul, Loyola. Particularly now it's winter, you guys all have access to cars. Consider replicating what you were going to do with your sister's universities, but here.
Right.
And pick a target week, perhaps, one in each school, preferably while the weather is still cold and you're not really all that into baseball just yet, and see what you can do in terms of working with your alumni friends and emailing them sheets or names or
Okay.
getting.
The reason we like decided on those two at first is because through like my sister and his brother, we were able to get like a lot of interviews, a lot of feedback from there. We've gotten feedback from other college students, but we haven't got as much because we don't have the access to all those students at Northwestern.
I think you can make a leap to say that if it sells in Missouri, it'll sell everywhere,
Yeah.
you know, or,
Uh,
how did you find out, was it through customer, how did you come up with the shared account concept? Was that something that you thought of and then went out and talked about it in the interviews?
Like the share between the parent and
The shared account between the
Well,
parents?
because we know that students in college don't have a lot of money, and a lot of the times the parents don't know what their kids are eating and how much money they need, or if they have too much or less. So we decided that would be a better idea.
So you decided it didn't come out of the interviews that people
No.
were telling you that?
No.
It just got validated in the interviews?
Yes.
How many interviews did you do?
around 60, 70.
Wow,
Good for you.
good for you.
Really good for you.
Well, that's problem plus solution interviews.
Oh, that's,
You know,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And you continue doing them even throughout the MVP, because it'll just help you get a better product.
Yeah.
and that $14.95 was a one-time fee?
It was a monthly,
Per
renewable
month
fee.
for the school year kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then plus a $10 delivery fee for every time they order?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I mean, it was a real aha moment for me. It was like, gosh, that's, that really, there is a niche for that. I could see parents wanting to order healthy, quality food for their kids, make sure they're not eating too much junk, and then the kids get access to food and it's fresh.
Right.
So I think it's a really good idea.
It's,
And Peapod is,
Why
I
are you
would,
missing that?
yeah, like, keep it quiet. I wouldn't let
it's
that
an
out.
alternative to
Yeah.
the meal plan.
Yeah.
Right. This is your idea, it's your business, you can do with it whatever you want. The suggestion would be, I'm not seeing what the extra value add is of even having a technology platform, frankly. Like, if you're telling me that if you're telling me that your differentiator is that you will deliver to a college dorm, and that you'll make that experience really good and welcoming, you'll replicate like the care package experience, just partner with the retailer, let them handle the interface with the parent, and my mom or dad will buy all my stuff on Target.com or whatever, and you just they'll just let you know when you need to pick something up and where you need to deliver it. They're fine because they sold something, and you just get to collect your delivery fee and be done with it. And it wouldn't require you to buy anybody's cars, because I'm sure you can get freelance delivery guys. You don't have to worry about building applications or technology. It's pure service. So I mean, it would be a leaner way maybe to.
Barriers to entry.
And then there's one version, that's one option. Your option's another. Then even a third option might be, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get 20 students at DePaul to agree to every Saturday they're going to have a recurring delivery. They can change whatever they need, but I'm going to be their delivery person. Now, DePaul might have something a little bit different because there's grocery stores on every corner. So maybe Northwestern is the one. You need a college environment where
that's
kids
kind
don't
of.
have.
We were thinking.
It's a mile walk.
Yeah, we were thinking of schools who wouldn't have like grocery stores around them. Like DePaul's in the city, so
Yeah, it's probably a bad one.
yeah, that's what we were thinking of when we thought of Missouri and Iowa.
But I want a deal where you guys go do the deliveries every Saturday,
Okay.
and you talk to all the parents and the students and collect the orders. collect the 15 bucks and just learn a lot of how many customers you can get. Without any technology, no barriers, not a real expensive way to launch this business. And when you come back and say, gosh, we have 100 customers that we've done this for, the investment thesis will be proven out, and you get investors to say, love it, they already have business.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to lend you or to invest in you when you have revenue and customers.
Great job.
Thank you.
Well, they need probably more.
Team, stay here.
Now you need your t-shirts if you go to the
You guys are really good.
yeah, you don't need a lot of money to launch this. You need a couple $100 and it's mostly gas money and fly and ways to get, you just have to go word of mouth and get customers.
When you find your bearings, you guys were in Northwestern Jacksonville and freshman.
Now you can advertise through Facebook and
No, I think it was $10, but we got it for free.
It's,
Yeah, so-
he is a,
I like the name.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, I think you'll get your shirts and gas money and some flyers.
you guys like the idea of doing this local? Are you to be convinced?
Yeah,
Are you still-
I like it.
I like it.
It makes it a lot easier for us.
We were thinking about it in the beginning, but we weren't sure to go like Northwestern or whatever, because we were set on those two because of all our feedback up there.
Make sure, yeah, we need to make sure you get
You gotta go get a bunch of students at Northwestern and my parents that are here. You wanna sign up for a delivery service?
and Target Saturday or Sunday's perfect, because Northwestern doesn't have meals on Sundays, so make that your delivery day or whatever.
And you're not targeting people in the dorm system, right? You
Yeah.
can do off-campus people.
Think about apartments because dorms don't have enough room.
All right.
They do have fridges, and dorms don't feed students in
Did you
Northwestern.
guys buy matching ties for this event? You already got
We bought it.
Wow.
Good effort, guys.
I gotta go back and change this kid.
Thank you for the treats.
I think they rated their marks.
Excellent idea.
Michael, what do we got here? Michael, what do we got?
Two. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah.
All right, last presentation.
Oh, no.
We like this.
I think.
He is, he's in bed. He'll be coming.
All right, you should be 50, you should be okay. You live, how far do you live? Oh, yeah. I can jog here, 500 miles.
So I'm gonna get caught on this about one.
Maybe. Maybe, if we start right now.
Okay.
Hard roads.
Trying not to get caught.
All right, next up, last one of the day, and then there's a week. Track.
I want to ask you guys all a question. How would you feel if your child or your loved one was doing something like this? Texting and driving. Certainly you'd feel somewhat unhappy and maybe even somewhat scared. Texting and driving accounts for 23% of all car crashes. We're here today to try and bring that number down. My name is Blake and we are Tracked. With me here today I have
Austin.
I'm Fallon.
And I'm Alec.
Like I said before, the problems that we are trying to solve, for one, is texting and driving. Our major point that we're trying to focus on here is carpool. We also want to focus on time management, and that is, we're also going to be focusing on deliveries and also people who come to your house to work on certain things. Our solution is a GPS-based app in which you plug in the address, and then after plugging in the address, you create a bubble around said address. You then would plug in a custom message which would be sent to the person's house you're going to as soon as you enter into that bubble. I'm going to show you a little example of this just so you guys can get a better understanding. So say I was going to my friend Austin's house. First, I would plug in the address, which is right here. And around that address, you'd create the bubble, which would be maybe 1 mile out of his house. Then all I'd have to do is create the custom message that I want to be sent after getting into the bubble. After that, all I'd have to do is drive safely. I'd drive, and then once I enter into this bubble, the text message would automatically be sent to my friend Austin saying, hey, I'm 5 minutes away, or hey, I'm here. So now, with this, we want to be focusing on 2 customer segments. We chose people ages 16 to 24, for one, because we believe that they are most prone to texting and driving. Also, because they're also not financially stable enough to where they could drive alone, so they may be more prone to carpooling. We also want to focus on delivery services, because we've all been there. We order a pizza, or we have a workman coming to our house, and they tell us, oh, we'll be there between 10 and 12, or oh, we'll be there within the hour. But what we really want to know is when they're exactly going to be there, and our app can help us do that. So I'm going to hand it over to Austin, who will go through our first customer segment.
So our first customer segment are people ages from 16 to 24, and we chose that, as Blake already stated, because they're most prone to texting and driving and carpooling. And 97% of teens agree that texting and driving is dangerous, yet 43% of the teens do it anyway. And another stat we found was teens who text and drive spend 10% of the time outside of their lane. And those are 2 very dangerous facts, and we are trying to fight against that. And obviously we're going to have some competitors, and some indirect competitors we have are some mobile apps, one being On My Way, which is an app where you could plug in your friends or wherever you're going, the address of that place, and then as you're driving, the person has to have the app to actually see, but they could track you while you're going to that destination, and then it would shut off. And then the Safe Driving Text Machine, which is just a basic preset message to send back, such as like, I'm driving, I'll text you later. And then lastly, it's a little more far-fetched, but Find My Friends is made by Apple, and it allows you to track your friends whenever and wherever you want. And we are a texting app, not a tracking app, so that's what makes us different from those competitors. And then we only have one direct competitor, which is Spotty, and that is only on Android. And we are trying to gear ourselves towards Apple, and then maybe in the future expand to Android. And also, they're very poorly constructed. Our MVP would be a landing page, and our landing page will just have a simple description of the app, the explainer video, and then also a link to buy our app. And our link will just bring you to a page saying our app is under construction, and then leave your email for further updates. And we want about 1,000 clicks on that link to buy, because they're obviously interested if they click that. And our timeline is, we want our explainer video done by February 20th, and we are getting it professionally done. And then also our landing page we want done by February 27th.
Okay, so our second customer segment is delivery services, because how often do you sit down at your house waiting for your pizza to come and just watching the clock, because they say they'll be there within the hour or within the next like 2 hours, and so you're sitting there like waiting and waiting and waiting, and you don't know exactly when they can come. So you can't shower, you can't run and go get your kids from their friend's house, you can't go to the grocery store, you just have to sit there and wait. So our app would solve this problem, because as soon as a delivery service is on their way, or say someone's coming to fix your TV or a cleaning service, as soon as they're on their way, it'll text you saying we're on your way, or we're 10 minutes away from your house. So that way you know I need to prepare for this, and I don't have to sit around all day at my house waiting for them to come. Our competitors in this field are Grubhub is one of them, but they're an indirect competitor because they do track. So they'll track a delivery car, and they don't send the text message, they just track the car. And we don't focus on tracking because we want to protect privacy of the people who are doing the deliveries and things like that. Another competitor that we have is some restaurants and some services such as like UPS has started their own service along these lines, so they have shown like tracking, but none of them have done the text message yet. Our minimum viable product for this segment is a concierge, in which we will be going to several different restaurants and riding along with their delivery people. And yeah, and so whenever we do these deliveries, so before these deliveries take place, we're going to ask their host to take down the person's cell phone number, so that we can, and then ask them for their consent to allow us to send them the text message that we're on our way. And as soon as they do that, we'll get in the car with them, and we'll text them as soon as we leave the restaurant saying that we're on our way to their house. And then we'll take like a poll and kind of see, did the driver find this beneficial? Did the customer who we delivered to find this beneficial? And also, did the restaurant owner find this beneficial as well? We did